Top 10 Places to Visit in Bangkok. A multiracial city with glorious sanctuaries, royal residences, trenches, clamoring markets, and energetic nightlife, Bangkok is an unquestionable requirement visit as a traveler's objective. One must eat at Swa Rimbuttri on Khao San Road and attempt the road food at Old City, Chinatown, and Bang Rock. Treat your taste buds with the delightful som tam, fried rice, pad krai pao mu, and an assortment of noodles. The grand magnificence of the lungs of Bangkok will amaze you. A few spots to visit in Bangkok are Wat Pho and Wat Trimitra, which are Buddhist sanctuaries and some incredible engineering ponders in Bangkok. Investigate the structure complex of the Grand Palace and visit the Emerald Buddha Sanctuary, Wat Phra Kaew, as a feature of your touring in Bangkok. Touring Bangkok will have you find the special attributes of the city that make it an exceptional spot on earth. For instance, the Damnon Sajuak floating market is a disorderly yet engaging and vivid neighborhood market where merchants sell an assortment of things on boats. This is a set-up vacation destination in Bangkok. The workmanship in Paradise Bangkok is probably the best spot to visit in Bangkok City. The places mentioned above you will find in every single catalog offered to you. So, what's the difference here? Here we are going to talk about the most missed out places in Bangkok. Sathorn Unique Tower. Before the monetary emergency hit the world a couple of years prior, a gigantic 49-story high-rise was underlying the core of Bangkok. However, when the emergency hit, the structure work halted and the pinnacle was rarely finished. Presently it stays there, relinquished, excessively large for anybody to do anything with, except if you extravagant an ascension. At the lower part of the pinnacle are some safety officers and you should pay them. However, once that is finished, you are allowed to handle the pinnacle. The perspectives from the top are amazing and will make the long hard move up the incomplete pinnacle justified, despite all the trouble. Eat street food. With Thai individuals deciding to eat pretty much every feast out as opposed to cooking at home, the notoriety of road food has never been more grounded. Each bustling street will have road food merchants offering their items to local people and vacationers the same. The costs are low since this is the place where the Thais decide to eat their suppers too. You have presumably known about pad Thai, however there is a lot more to road food than this one dish. You will get slows down selling a wide range of nourishments from som tam, papaya serving of mixed greens, to squid, all cooked before you prepared for utilization straight away. Kickboxing, Muay Thai. The entire of Thailand is brimming with kickboxing arenas, yet the greatest battles occur in Bangkok, typically at either the Lumpini or Ratchadaman arenas. Muay Thai is the public game of Thailand and it is discussed all over the place. The review figures on TV are probably the most elevated for any show that is circulated. A night spent at the arena makes certain to be activity pressed, as local people get so submerged in the battles that the air arrives at breaking point. There is typically someone strolling around accepting wagers too, if that is important to you. Dusit Zoo. Dusit Zoo is the most established zoo in Thailand and has been open for more than 60 years. There is a huge scope of creatures inside the zoo, around 1,600, including monkeys, crocodiles, lions, tigers, penguins, and kangaroos. The zoo is a lot of a working zoo and has a creature medical clinic that takes care of the entirety of the occupants of the zoo, just as an instruction place, exhibition hall, and train. Bangkok Puppet Show. An outright should for all sightseers to Bangkok. In most mannequin shows the puppeteers are avoided, see however not in this show. The puppeteers are important for the show and it takes 3 individuals to control every mannequin. The mannequins tell out an exemplary society story while a live symphony plays music to add to the environment. The set plan and craftsmanship that goes into making the props is sublime, just like the method of the specialists too. Try out durian. One will likely smell it before see it, however durian is known as the lord of organic products. Individuals either love it or scorn it, with some open regions going to the extent that setting up signs that totally boycott it. Durian natural product in particular, for some reasons, right off the bat its look, it would appear that some sort of archaic weapon with its prickly external shell, and once the shell has been taken out the inner parts resemble this rich surface that a few people say is the best product of all. Erawan Shrine. It is a Braham sanctuary and pulls in countless guests that it is more famous than a large number of the sanctuaries. Built during the 1950s, the hallowed place was made in light of the fact that the development laborers on the close-by lodging were too odd to even consider continuing their work, as they felt the land spirits were troubled and causing issues on the building site. The holy place itself is a four-colored Brahma god, and individuals rush there and lay flower laurels in the expectation their desires will materialize. Vimanmek Mansion. Vimanmek Mansion is the world's biggest teakwood building. Officially an illustrious home, it was just a brief time prior to being left vacant for a long time. The house itself is currently a historical center that is home to numerous antiquated curios and even a few photos that have been given by His Majesty the King. At the point when you are in the grounds of the structures, you may take the same number of photos as you wish, yet you won't be permitted to take your camera inside the gallery itself, and an exacting clothing regulation is in power to guarantee you dress unobtrusively. Terminal 21. This shopping center is perhaps the best objective in Bangkok to discover a blend of neighborhood and worldwide brands, just as a lot of one-of-a-kind purchases. Terminal 21 is remarkable in a bigger number of ways than one, even by Thailand's shopping principles. Each floor of the shopping center has been themed to an alternate global city. Enter at the degree of the BTS station and you'll be in Paris, go up a story and it's Tokyo, another floor and you're gazing at the notorious red telephone corners of London. The Caribbean, San Francisco, and Istanbul additionally consider along with the planned topic. Bangkok National Museum. History buffs will need to give in any event a large portion of a touring day to the public exhibition hall. Until the mid-1970s, this was Thailand's just exhibition hall, which clarifies why its assortment is so huge and different. Luckily, pretty much every show is marked in Thai and English, and guided visits are additionally offered in English, so you won't pass up any of the nation's intriguing old and contemporary history. Ruler Rama I's Wang Na Palace, situated inside the grounds of the gallery, remains basically as it might have been, and remains as a demonstration of Thai history. Guests can see formal attire, strict and stylized ancient rarities, earthenware production, games, weaponry, instruments, and the Viceroy's seat, just as a great assortment of Buddha figures organized by period.